Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Masuki Arts. Today we are painting a blue Christmas fairy in watercolor and ink. This girly is a part of my pastel Christmas painting mini-series. She is the second fairy in the series. Sorry you guys are seeing them out of order. I pretty much edit whatever I feel like whenever I feel like it, but don't worry, we're not skipping the first fairy. I will show you all her later. I just felt like editing this one first because I was so proud of how this one turned out. Without further ado, let's get right into the details. The basic premise of this series is that I want to make different colors feel like Christmas. I want them to feel sparkly, nostalgic, merry, and wintry with that like special Christmas magic touch, you know? Today's color is a royal blue with like a purple touch to it. I'm calling it violet, but it's not really violet. It's really just like a purple. I decided this fairy should be a guardian of Christmas merriment, like she's in charge of bringing Christmas miracles about. She carries a Christmas staff with lots of beads, gems, ornaments, and such on it. I put her hair up in these funky like braided bun things. I'm not sure if it's like one bun, like one long braid along her head, or if it's like two separate like space bun type things going on. I'm not sure. And then I gave her a beaded headpiece because I feel like this girly is fond of her gemstones and sparkly accessories. Her bodice is sort of a strange bit. There's like a ruffly tube shirt with a bow and matching ribbon straps layered beneath this oddly shaped whimsical bodice corset thing. It's made of like a few different fabrics with like stripes, different shades of purple, and sort of an unusual way of tying in the front as well. Because there's so much going on with the bodice and the staff, I decided to keep her wings pretty simple. They're glassy and like transparent looking with this fun dappling of like different blues and purples showing. I wanted them to look pretty sparkly and like sea glass almost. I felt like she needed some accessories though in like the lower half of her design, so I gave her these ruffled arm cuff sleeve things, and they really added to like her regal look, at least in my opinion. I also added lace to the bottom of her bodice as though the undershirt were peeking through, and added some strands of hanging beads because our girl clearly is a big fan of all of her little details and accessories. I kept her skirt pretty simple. I gave her like a blue tutu with like a petticoat underneath with lots of like stars and little sparkles like sprinkled across it to give it that like wintry, like frosty kind of look. At this point in the design, I was still struggling to decide if I wanted her to be more blue or more purple. But I battled it back and forth, especially after I pulled out this blue ink that I outlined her with. It's an ink from Ferris Wheel Press. There is a Instagram reel talking all about it, or I should say showing more of the process of unboxing and using it. But in the end, after battling the colors, there's a little bit of both purple and blue, like she's a purpley blue kind of fairy. I rather like that even though she's monochromatic, there's sort of both present separately and together in this design. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now, but hopefully you get the idea. As per usual, I broke out the white gel pens for all the sparkly details, adding those little like eye shines and white lashes and freckles and little sparkles and things like that. It's so much fun. Like, it's honestly, I think it's my favorite part of the process. I've probably said that before, to be honest. I'm probably just repeating myself at this point. But it is definitely my favorite part. I love bringing my paintings like some highlights. As mentioned earlier, I outlined her in a blue ink from Ferris Wheel Press because I've found that since I add so many highlights, leaving a white border around my fairies often throws off the color palette, so I painted it blue, and then I made a background with the same blue ink, and I cut her out and layered her over it, and then she was done. I'm so happy with how she turned out. She looks so graceful. I feel like she'd be like a very old fairy. Perhaps she was created to like ensure Christmas and its traditions are around for a long, long time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Real quick before I go, I want to give a shout out to my Ko-fi supporters. So thank you so much to Ashley, Savvy, Tiffany, and Lilycorn. Your guys' support means the world to me, and it allows me to keep making videos just like this one. If you'd like to join my Ko-fi page, there will be a link in the description box down below where you can get all these benefits and so much more. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. I hope you all are having a fantastic November, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!